The Philadelphia Phillies have signed Kyle Schwarber, and I have 3 reasons why Phillies fans should be excited by it. Let's get into it. What's going on, baseball fans? Jeremy Laracuente here for the Baseball Banter Broadcast, and speaking specifically here to the fans of the Philadelphia Phillies. The signing of Kyle Schwarber, I know, comes to the disappointment by some for not signing Kris Bryant and or Carlos Correa. But I want to give you 3 reasons why the signing of Kyle Schwarber is absolutely perfect for the Philadelphia Phillies. So we begin with reason number 1. Now, that first reason is that this is another impactful left-handed bat in that lineup. When you look at the Philadelphia Phillies 2022 construction of their lineup, there's 2 left-handed hitters. Bryce Harper, the reigning MVP, and Didi Gregorius. Now, Didi is no longer what we would consider an impactful bat. I also think that coming off of a down season in 2021, Didi is really going to find himself pressing in 2022. While I think he has a bounce-back season, I don't think that this is going to be the same Didi Gregorius we saw for those couple of years in the Bronx. I also think that by adding Kyle Schwarber, another big-handed bat that you're able to really solidify that lineup with and really stretch out your lineup if you're the Philadelphia Phillies. I also think that in this division, which is going to be a lot tougher to be atop of this division with the Braves and the Mets bolstering the way they did, adding Kyle Schwarber to your lineup really helps balance out the lineup and put a significant dent in the opposition's starting pitching plans. I also think that by having this impactful bat in Kyle Schwarber to pair with Bryce Harper, you also take some of the weight and pressure off of Rhys Hoskins, who I think is going to have a bounce-back campaign. So now the second reason here that I think that Kyle Schwarber to the Philadelphia Phillies is a great signing is because of Citizens Bank Park itself. I think that when you look at the size and the way that this ballpark plays, there is without a doubt a very, very hitter-friendly feeling. Kyle Schwarber has the strength to hit it out of any ballpark, but especially in a smaller bandbox style park like Citizens Bank, I think that Kyle is going to have a very monstrous campaign. I think when you look at what this ballpark can feature for Kyle Schwarber in pairing him with Bryce Harper and Rhys Hoskins, and you can kind of split up the lefties now at the top of the order, you have a guy who has the potential to hit 40 home runs in that park. This is an absolutely monster signing by the Philadelphia Phillies. I think that Kyle has all the makings of a guy who absolutely will be an underrated sleeper pick for a potential MVP type style player in Citizens Bank Park. I also think that when you have to put him out in the outfield, Citizens Bank playing a little bit smaller than some of the other parks is absolutely going to help his defense. Is he ever going to be a Gold Glove caliber outfielder? Absolutely not. But I also think that by having him in the smaller park, you absolutely have the opportunity to kind of hide him and shield him out in left field. I also think that there's an opportunity to have him back up Rhys Hoskins at first base, further mitigating some of the defensive woes that he may have. Obviously, this is going to be a signing that is predicated and built upon his bat, but if you have Citizens Bank Park play the way that it does, this is also a guy you can kind of hide in a corner outfield spot. Now, as we get into reason number 3, the DH being added to the NL is absolutely 1000% a reason to be excited about Kyle Schwarber in Philadelphia. I think when you look at the way the National League teams were constructed going into this 2022 campaign with the designated hitter being added to the NL, there was a lot of teams that had a vacancy, a void at that spot. The Nationals picked up Nelson Cruz to be able to man that position. You have the Mets, who have an abundance of guys who can play at that position. Pete Alonso, Robinson Cano, Dominic Smith. There's a number of guys on that team. Chady Davis. There's a number of guys on the Mets that absolutely can be put into that spot. We saw the Braves pick up a couple of outfielders yesterday to help balance out. They already have Marcell Ozuna that is likely going to fill that role as the designated hitter. So the Philadelphia Phillies needed to bring in a guy who can absolutely match at that position. By bringing in Kyle Schwarber, you absolutely have that now. When you look at what Kyle is able to do from a at-bat perspective, this is a guy who absolutely goes up there and grinds out at bats. He's going to work the counts. He's going to work his walks. Yes, there's going to be strikeouts, but he's also going to hit you for some power. This is also a guy who I think can hit you in the 260s to 280s range and really provide a lot for Phillies fans to be excited about. I think that there's an opportunity here for Phillies fans to really fall in love with this player because of his work ethic and his grinding mentality. I think that in the city of brotherly love, this is without a doubt a player that is absolutely going to find himself being the recipient of much love from the city. But I want to hear from you guys. Let me know your feelings on this down in the comment section below. What are you excited for, Phillies fans, about the signing of Kyle Schwarber to your team? I also think that by signing a 4-year, $79 million deal, it's not going to be something that absolutely breaks the bank. I think Philly could use a little bit more in center field. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work out when looking at the defensive specs for the guys that will be playing in right and left field. Yes, Bryce Harper is an underrated defender in my opinion, but as he continues to age, that is going to kind of pull back his ability in the outfield. Kyle Schwarber obviously isn't going to be the greatest defender out there, so you're going to need a very good center fielder, and I don't know that the combination that they have right now is really going to sustain that. But I think that if Philly can find themselves a very good defensive center fielder, this signing is absolutely going to prove to be one of the more underrated signings of the offseason. But again, let me know your thoughts on this down in the comment section below. As always, keep it locked into the entire JLMG family with We Sibs, the Grand and Geek Show, and of course here on the Baseball Banter Broadcast by hitting that subscribe button. For sticking around to the end, I want to offer you guys a promo code on baseballbanterbroadcast.com, our merchandise shop. Use the promo code BANTER to save 5% off your order. So keep it locked in all season long as we continue to bring you the latest news, notes, and my personal thoughts, theories, and opinions on the game of Major League Baseball. Peace.